How's it going, Habibis? It has been a while since I've been able to post on YouTube, and for those that do not know, it is because I got married in the last few weeks. So got married, went on vacation, great time. I am back and we are ready to get a more consistent YouTube posting schedule. And while I was away, I have been thinking and cooking inside my brain different Dark Magician decks. And to be honest with you guys, instead of me just trying to formulate this perfect deck and then posting a video about it, I want you guys to come along with me on this journey and as I formulate the deck. So I'm gonna try to post every single variation of the deck that I come across on my journey to making Dark Magician playable in Master Duel. Now, to be honest with you, I do want to preface all of this with saying it's a bad deck. I mean, for those that don't know, I know a lot of the Dark Magician community has already talked about this. I talked about it earlier on my channel. Dark Magician is struggling. However, that does not mean we cannot have fun with it, and that does not mean that we cannot compete at a high level. We may get, our asses busted a couple times, but that's okay. We are going to keep fighting because that is what Dark Magician players do. Let me show you guys some of the things that I've been working on, and then I'll show you guys the replays that are associated with the decks. All right, so here we are going to experiment a bit with the Dragon Star engine and toy box. So obviously, I think we already spoke about this in a previous video. The Dragon Star engine is excellent for this deck because of Dragon Star the Black Witch's ability to basically tribute or send one of the face down toy cards to the graveyard, therefore triggering the toy card. So it's another way to send them to the graveyard from the field. So that is why we use Dragon Star. Our opponent here is cooking. They are basically on Tearlaments. A lot of people are on Tearlaments because the deck can just set up a ton of things at once. You're going to see here, so they got Dragon Stapelia. They are going to go into Snow, and then Dagaris. Dagaris is going to allow them to special summon Rhinoheart. Rhinoheart's going to send the Sharon. They're going to go into Rule Kalos, so now they have a Rule Kalos on the field and a Dragon Stapelia, and I take back what I said. They didn't really cook too much, but we're going to see what we do here. We have two negates essentially to deal with. We're going to use IOC. IOC is going to put back put back itself, and we are going to use Dragon Star's effect to summon herself, and we're going to send the Dark Magician to the graveyard, and we're going to play Toy Box. So now our opponent is going to prematurely, in my opinion, activate Snow. We are going to maximum K them. Cross Sheep is going to trigger, and we get to draw two cards. They're going to send with Rhinoheart, and we're going to Ash. We drew an Ash, we're going to use it. So essentially, too, what this would have done is actually nothing. They wouldn't have been able to activate Kaleidoheart's effect. So they really weren't able to do much here. Anyways, we are going to normal summon. Notice how we normal summon the Magician's Souls. That is because if I activate it, if I activate its effect to special summon, Rule Kalos' effect will trigger, and I didn't want to risk that. So I used my normal summon on Magician's Souls. Now, Toy Box and Toy Soldier get summoned. They are going to use Rule Kalos to negate my Toy Box, or I'm sorry, my Toy Soldier from being summoned. I'm going to use Toy Tank's effect to summon the Gale Dogger. Gale Dogger is going to allow me to send Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to the graveyard. We're going to go Predaplant Verte. We are going to send Ultimate Fusion and go into Dragon Master Magia. Now, Magia is going to just be able to attack over Cross Sheep, and GG. We didn't have to break the board. We didn't have to destroy all their monsters. We just attacked over the weak Cross Sheep that they summoned. And we were able to go second and break this board without any board breakers. We didn't evenly match. We didn't Forbidden Droplet them. We just outplayed them. Dark Magician best deck. Oh, man. Cooking with Dark Magician is exhausting, but someone's got to do it. Might as well be me. We are going to go up against Snake Eyes, and for some reason, this Snake Eyes player is kind of bad, I guess. They add Kurikara, go into Oak, bring back Snake Eyes Ash, and then go into Splittle Knight, and that's their turn. This was in diamond. I don't know. Hey, whatever. Anyways, we are going to thoroughly crush this fool. We're going to negate the maximum Ka because we don't want to deal with that nonsense. We're going to use Toy Box, summon our Cartesia. That was a normal summon. We're going to use Magician's Souls, get rid of the Toy Tank and Soldier, draw 2 cards, summon the Toy Tank and Soldier. Soldier and Tank, Soldier will allow us to search for Quem, and we are going to activate Wanted. We drew Wanted off those 2 cards. So remember, getting into the deck is huge, so that's why we love our draw engine with Magician's Souls and the synergy with Toy Box. We are going to set up our Omni Negate here, so we have the Betrayal set, and we are going to attack here. Now, what we do next is we're going to fuse, we're going to go into Granule Null, and we are going to send the IOC. Next, we're going to go into Verte, and Verte is going to be used to summon or to activate Fusion Armament. So what we have here essentially is an Omni Negate, a disruption with Ultimate Fusion, because remember, Ultimate Fusion acts as a disruption. We're going to Ash their their Sinful Soils effect. They're going to try to finger my Ash, and I am going to negate it with our Omni Negate of Betrayal. So what we're also going to do is now, Diabell Star triggers, we're going to protect our life points, we're going to get rid of the Verte that's in attack mode with 500 attack points. We're going to summon Diabell Star the Black Witch, and there's nothing for us to search, but that's okay. So they are going to go normal summon Poplar, grab the Divine Temple. Now here is that disruption I was telling you about. Not only does Ultimate Fusion allow us to summon our boss monster, the main big boy, Dragon Master Magia, but also it allows us to destroy face-up cards on the field equal to the number of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons we used for the fusion. And since we used 1, we are able to destroy the field spell. They are going to use Link Karibo's effect, which is going to trigger our Granule Null, then summoning out our Despian Lululemon. And from here, our opponent scoops it up because they have no chance. We have 3 Omni Negates here. We have a disruption with Despian, Lulu. I mean, we're cooking. We're cooking these fools. And this is top tier Snake Eyes. A bad pilot, but still top tier Snake Eyes. All right, last replay I'll show, and then I'll let you guys go and move on with the rest of your lives. I appreciate you guys for watching, by the way. This is what happens when we cook like crazy, okay? So you see we have, I showed you guys a bunch of going second duels, and going first is easy when you have full combo, but I really want to show you this because we kind of cook like crazy. So we're going to activate the Toy Box, we're going to summon Magician's Souls, you've seen this before, draw 2 cards, summon 2 monsters, bada bing, bada boom. We draw into Dark Magical Circle, which is huge. We're going to grab Quem, normal summon Quem, we're going to send the Fallen of Albaz. We're going to now special summon Cartesia from the hand because Fallen of Albaz is in the grave. Remember, that's her effect. If there's a Fallen of Albaz in the grave, you can special summon this monster. We are going to now fuse into Granule Null using the IOC from our hand. Granule Null is going to let us pitch Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon from the extra deck. Next, we're going to go into IP Masquerena. This is going to trigger Quem, giving us more bodies on the field, essentially. So we're going to go into Cartesia. Then we're going to link into Predaplan Verte Anaconda. Then we're going to link into Splittle Knight. Okay? We're going to use Verte to go Ultimate Fusion, sending our Blue Eyes Ultimate and our IOC back to summon out Dragon Master Magia. We're going to play Dark Magical Circle, set our Called by the Grave, add Cartesia at the end phase, set our Eternal Soul, and look what we have here. Look at the monstrosity of a board we set up. 3 negates from Magia, a disruption with Splittle Knight, and this IP Masquerena and Verte can do a couple things. It can go into Appaloosa. It can potentially go into a 3 negate Appaloosa if we choose to go into it with our Dark Magician, which is another disruption. So that's 5 disruptions. Then 3 negates with Appaloosa, that's 8 disruptions. Or if we want, we could just go into Crusadia Mech Knight, Avramax. So we have a lot of different things we could do here. They are going to try to negate our Magia with Imperm. We are going to negate it. So we are going to waste one of our negates, but that was a trap negate, so I'm fine with that. They're going to play Pot of Extravagance. We're going to negate that as well because I don't want them to draw 2 cards. They're going to summon Ogre, but they forget, and I forgot too, I didn't even list this as a disruption. They attack, they thought they can attack over IP Masquerena, but I knew when they went into the battle phase that they were not aware of Toy Box. Toy Box's effect triggers, we send the Called by the Grave to the graveyard, and they then can't attack over IP Masquerena. They are going to summon their Luna. We are going to use another disruption here of Spittle Knight and get rid of the Luna. It adds another Luna, no problem. They're going to play Cashier of Birth, and we are going to chain Eternal Soul, summoning the man, the myth, the legend, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense, Dark Magician, Eternal Soul. Gotta love it for what it does. Dark Magical Circle is going to banish the Birth, and that's it. GG. So this is the potential that the deck can set up. Is it the most consistent thing in the world? Of course not. It's Dark Magician. However, it can truly cook. Let me show you guys some of these lists. All right, guys, this is the Diabel DM Magia deck list that we were using in 2 of the 3 videos. I'll show you guys the other deck list in just a second. It's basically a revamped version of the previous video that I posted. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'll link it above right here. Be sure to check it out because it has a lot of important combos, primarily how to summon Magia off of Quem and Cartesia. So that is very important. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. And the Diabel Star Engine, as you guys saw, it has great synergy with Toy Box. So our focus of this deck is obviously to summon out Magia. I think in future videos, because like I said in the intro, we're gonna go through the process of how I experiment with DM stuff. We're gonna probably experiment with other stuff that doesn't involve Magia, because Magia is a huge focus and it takes up a lot of the deck. And it's not always, the most consistent. So I'm going to try other things. And I look forward to doing that with you guys. Hopefully you guys will like that too. And if you want to see stuff like that, be sure to sub to the channel if you're not subbed already. Anyways, though, we are basically trying to make as many 2-card combos in this deck as possible that lets us get to Magia. That is why we're playing Gale Dogra. It's another 2-card combo piece. Gale Dogra and IOC can get you into Magia. Gale Dogra and Preparation of Rites can get you into Magia. Even Gale Dogra and Ultimate Fusion, which you can put more Ultimate Fusions if you'd like. These are all ways to get into Magia, and if I summon out Magia, I feel like I have a good chance of winning. We're also playing the Branded Engine, which is always a good last resort. Obviously, if you draw into it, that's great. The only bad thing about this deck is it's kind of lacking in the Dark Magician department. 2 Soul Servants, 1 Soul, 1 Circle, but you know what? When you're playing this many engines, especially without Dragoon in this game, you got to do what you got to do. I have a lot of fun with this deck, and I think it can pop off, especially going first with Betrayal here, Silvera. If you want, you can add Subversion. Subversion is great in this deck as well. It's a good going second card. But I'm going to show you my other deck here in just a second, and that one is actually really good going second. So here's that other deck. The reason I say it's good going second, we kept the 3 evenly matches, but instead of the Diabel package, we are playing Forbidden Droplet. Droplet has a lot of good synergy going second with Toy Box, because we can send the Toy Soldier and Toy Tank using the Droplet, get a couple negates out of them, and summon them to the field and pop off. So I love Droplet in this deck. I feel very confident going second with this deck. Also, we are still playing Gale Dogra, because like I said, I think it's a very important combo piece if you are playing Dragon Master Magia. And we are also playing Herald of Arclight in this one, which I think I'm going to try to add to the other one that you just saw, because Herald of Arclight can be sent off of Gale Dogra's effect, and that allows us to search for IOC. So I really like this deck. I feel like I have a good chance playing this deck, especially in ladder. I've had a lot of success with it. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any suggestions for the Magia deck list, or even just future videos that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below. I always respond to the comments. And if you guys have not hit the like button already, please consider doing that and sub to the channel. I will see you guys in the next one. And we're going to do it, man. We're going to try to really post some more videos. So hopefully you guys really like this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.